My fiance Michelle told me about an encounter she had with the young couple that she met in the elevator the other day. She struck a conversation with them, and they mentioned that they were on their way to meet someone about a loan they were getting to buy their very first home. Michelle, being a mortgage loan officer herself, was excited to hear that, congratulated them, and asked them who they were meeting. And they could not only not tell her the name of the person, but they couldn't remember the name of the company either. Now, to Michelle, that sounded crazy. And although she didn't say it out loud, the couple did admit guiltily that, yeah, it's pretty sad that we can't remember the name of the company or the person. But Michelle was nice and tried to give them a few names of the companies that she knew about around the area. And none of them rang a bell. And then she said, well, my name is Michelle Crawford, and like I mentioned, I am a mortgage loan officer. And I would hope that when my customers leave my office for the first time, that they not only remember my name, but they also remember the name of the company I represent. The couple nodded in agreement, and they looked at her and said, well, should we call you? And asked for her business card. Now, Michelle wasn't really trying to poach clients from this other mortgage loan officer. She just thought it was crazy that they didn't remember the loan officer's name. But she did say that she always tells her clients that they should keep their options open and shop around to see if they're getting the best deal. And she's more than happy to review the loan that she's getting to ensure that they're getting a great deal. And they were appreciative of that. Now, whether or not Michelle or whether they contacted Michelle about their home, she hasn't said yet. But this is just an example of the type of age that we're in right now, the age of distraction. We are so distracted by so many things, but I should say we are allowed to get distracted by so many things as so many things try to distract us. So much so that we forget or not paying attention to minor little things like the name of the company that we're borrowing hundreds of thousands of dollars from. So if you're in business or sales or any type of leadership position, it is now more important than ever that the level of service that you provide to the people that you serve. It is critical. If you want people to remember your name, I have a few tips for you to create that lasting impression. The first tip is you want to create immediate value. You want to give immediate value, whether that's a thank you card or a phone call, or give something tangible like maybe a little gift, something that they will remember or remember what they feel. Maya Angelou said it best. I may not remember what they said, I may not remember what they did, but I'll always remember how they made me feel. So put some feeling into that value and give it immediately. The second thing is you want to stay hungry. Back in school days, it was pretty silly, or wasn't the thing to do to contact a person or that opposite gender that you had a crush on immediately after you got their contact info, right? You wanted to play it cool and wait a few days. You can't do that in this day and age. You want to make the people you serve feel important, and always want them to make them feel important. So you contact them immediately, either with that follow-up phone call, that thank you card, like I mentioned, when you give them that immediate value, but always continuously follow up. I've always heard that fortune is in the follow-up. If you wait 3 to 5 days in this age of distraction, there's no telling how many other things came in and stepped in to take that business or sell away from you. Thirdly, and the most important, is you want to connect. Everyone can communicate. There's so many ways that we can communicate with people. But because there are so many ways to communicate, it makes it even more difficult to really connect. Everyone communicates, but few people really connect. So if you want to build a lasting impression, you want to connect with people. And what I mean by connecting with people is that going back to that feeling. How are you going to make them feel? Find some common ground, or create an experience that makes it enjoyable for them, no matter what type of business you're in. You want to make it memorable. maybe find a way to inspire them, either with your knowledge, your wisdom, your experience, anything to just inspire them and encourage them in any way to help them move up. So those are the tips I have in this age of distraction and creating a lasting impression to the people that you serve. You do these three things, creating immediate value, stay hungry by continually making the people you serve feel important, and then connect with them. You will create this lasting impression on them, and remember to always live with purpose.
I just wanna go down.